You join Jill and I standing on the corner of a hedge corner of a field. In front of us, vast arable fields with few hedgerows. I suppose we can see a couple of miles in each direction, and we can see hares. Over to our left, about 200, 300 metres from us, there is a pair of hares sitting, enjoying the sunshine, not doing a thing. Over there we can see another. On the hill in some distance there are, because Jill has scanned it with her binoculars already, how many hares?
I think I can see easily 10, but they're all sitting in their forms at the moment because although it's a bright morning, it's still cold, it's been frosty. As they warm up, they'll definitely start to move around and notice each other.
The most famous piece of folklore regarding hares, and the bit about hares that everybody knows about, is the Mad March hare. We are in February, so are we talking about Mad March hares in February, or do we get Mad March hares in February?
Yes, hares start to breed really from the end of December. And I think the reason why people talk about hares being mad in March is because when farming was in ancient times, or 100 years ago or so, it was people farmed by the seasons. And although hares would be about, it would still be dark in the mornings. So the people that worked on the land wouldn't necessarily start to see the hares. And then as March came, the crops would still be short. And anybody working on the land would see the hares as they were boxing and chasing each other. Even though it had gone on earlier in the year, it would have probably been too dark in the morning for people to see it. And there wouldn't be much need for them to be working on the land before the sowing.
And you have a population of how many hares here?
Over 100.
Now that's extraordinary, isn't it? Is that a dense population, or a population you might expect in a place that's undisturbed for hares?
Yes, I think that's it. It's what you would expect. As I say, that some of them will be transient. I think the bucks obviously move between the farms. Females do have preferred sites. Sexes
equal numbers, 50 days?
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so. I think there'll be more females, definitely.
Right. I've yet to learn how to identify a male from a female.
Well, I've decided that from over the years that there is a slight difference in head shape, but that's just my observation.
But there will be a difference in behaviour.
Yeah, of course.
Which hopefully we'll see.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Let's see how close we can get to these hares before they move.
Yeah.
Two hares sitting about 1 metre apart.
And one not so far away.
Because they're two sitting together, does that necessarily at this time of the year make them a male and female?
Not necessarily. They could be two sisters that have overwintered together. You often find that, or I've often found that young ones will stay together in the year they were born and maybe overwinter together. If there was a male with them originally in part of the litter, he will have moved away, but the girls stay together.
Unlike their cousins, the rabbits and hares are lagomorphs.
Yeah.
Rabbits, as we have seen walking down the footpath to get here, make holes in the ground and under burrow hedgerows, all that sort of thing, do all sorts of stuff. Hares don't do that.
No, and they have their young directly onto the ground. They're what they call precocious, fully furred and can see, and the mother will leave them and she'll go back to them every evening to feed them, spend 5 minutes with them. She'll toilet them and clean them up. They are. He's moving.
Oh, right. Yeah, one of the hares. Oh, yes, there's still two on the row, but one has just leapt off. They have a remarkable turn of speed, don't they?
Yeah, 40 miles an hour.
Now, that one's sat looking at us now. They are the most extraordinary shape when you see them. Much rangier than rabbits, and they got this loping gait. That one just loped over top of the hill. It's left one behind, so there's one single hare sitting there in the sunshine. Now that one's moving now, up and erect, obviously able to see us. And hares have this ability to see backwards as well.
Yeah, their eyes are placed on each side of their head, as rabbits are.